God has sent a message to solve your problem and you must open it immediately. God is saying to you today, take a moment to appreciate how far you've come in life. You have come a long way and are constantly learning. You have conquered challenges that once seemed insurmountable. There are seasons in life when the soul feels bruised, weary from the battles, weighed down by disappointments, and hemmed in by circumstances that seem unmovable. You may look around and feel like you're at the bottom of the valley, dry, alone, misunderstood, with hope flickering like a faint candle in the distance. But I want to speak to your spirit today. The winds of change won't fail to find you. Even here, in this place that seems forsaken, God is watching, and heaven is moving on your behalf. The same God who parted the Red Sea, who brought water from a rock, who raised dry bones into a mighty army, that same God sees you, knows your pain, and is working behind the scenes to lift you into victory. This moment may feel like your ending, but in the kingdom of God, valleys are often birthing places for His greatest glory. Don't underestimate what can happen in this place of brokenness. In fact, it's in these low places that God does His most extraordinary work. It's in the midnight hours when prayers are whispered through tears, when you feel like you're hanging on by a thread, that God's favor begins to move. He doesn't wait until you're strong and ready. He meets you in your weakness and makes His strength perfect in it. He takes the rejected, the overlooked, the downcast, and raises them up for His purposes. You see, God's ways are not like ours. His promotion doesn't come based on human applause or earthly positioning. He looks at the heart. He sees faith that clings to Him even when nothing makes sense. He honors the quiet trust that still says, God, I believe you, even when life is unraveling. That kind of faith captures heaven's attention. And when God decides to move, no power of hell, no circumstance, no opposition can stop Him. Don't let the valley convince you that God has forgotten you. Favor is not limited by location. Even in the lowest pit, divine acceleration can locate you. Joseph was in a prison, falsely accused and forgotten by men, but in one moment, God raised him up to stand before Pharaoh and rule a nation. David was in the fields, overlooked by his own family, but God sent for him and anointed him king. Ruth was gathering leftovers in the field, grieving her past, yet favor found her, and she became part of the lineage of Jesus. Their stories were written in obscurity, in pain, in hidden places, but God's plan was never hindered. This is the God we serve. A God of sudden turnarounds. A God who lifts the humble and sets them among princes. A God who speaks to dead dreams and says, live again. If you're feeling down and defeated today, I urge you not to count yourself out. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. This is the perfect place for the promise to bloom. This is the kind of soil where miracles take root, soil watered by tears, plowed by trials, and enriched by surrender. God is not intimidated by your circumstances. In fact, He is drawn to them. He steps into impossible situations to demonstrate that nothing is too hard for Him. When you can't see a way, He creates one. When doors slam shut, He opens gates no man can close. When the enemy says it's over, God says, watch what I will do. He brings light into the darkness, hope into despair, and life into places that seemed barren. Your pain is not pointless. Your struggle is not in vain. Every tear you've cried, every night you've wrestled, every silent prayer you've breathed, they have reached the ears of a God who hears and answers. The same hands that formed the universe are holding your life. The same voice that calmed the storm is speaking peace over your heart. The same power that raised Christ from the dead is at work within you. You may not see it yet, but heaven is aligning things on your behalf. When God steps in, change doesn't come slowly. He can elevate you in an instant. In one moment, a lifetime of sorrow can turn into joy. In one act of favor, years of waiting can be redeemed. Don't lose heart now. Don't stop believing. The winds of change are blowing in your direction. They may be invisible, but they are real. God is moving. He is shifting things, even when you don't feel it. Trust that the breakthrough is closer than you think. This season may have stripped you. It may have left you with scars and questions. But it also brought you to a place of surrender, and that's a sacred place. God honors surrender. He honors the yes you gave him when you didn't understand. He sees the way you kept walking even with a limp, how you kept praying even when the heavens seemed silent, how you kept praising when everything in you wanted to quit. That kind of obedience shakes the kingdom of darkness. That kind of faith positions you for divine promotion. God is rewriting your story. He is redeeming the years that were lost. What the enemy meant for harm, God is turning for good. The setback is becoming a setup. The pain is turning into purpose. The heartbreak is becoming the birthplace of your testimony. It may not look like it yet, but God is aligning everything for your good. And when He brings you out, it will be with evidence, with joy, with favor, with restoration, with increase. You won't look like what you've been through. The fire may have tried to burn you, but you're coming out refined, not destroyed. The storm may have tried to drown you, but you're stepping out with authority. The valley may have tried to bury you, but it only prepared the ground for your rising. You are not going under. You are going over. God is lifting you from the ashes and setting your feet on solid ground. And when He does, everyone will see that it was the hand of God. They'll see that it wasn't your strength, your connections, or your efforts. It was divine favor. It was mercy that covered you. It was grace that carried you. It was love that never let go. God's glory will shine through your life, and your testimony will bring hope to others who are still in their valleys. Your story will declare the goodness of God. So hold on. Breathe again. Let hope rise. The same Spirit who hovered over the chaos in Genesis is hovering over your life. He is speaking order to the chaos, beauty to the brokenness, life to what looks dead. Don't despise the valley, it's where God often does His deepest work. Don't curse the process, it's shaping you for the promise. Don't fear the silence, it's often the space where God is preparing something greater than you imagined. Trust Him. Trust His timing. Trust His character. He is faithful. He is good. He is with you. The God who brought you this far will not leave you now. He is the author and the finisher. If He started it, He will complete it. If He promised it, He will perform it. Heaven is not blind to your tears, and your prayers are not lost in the wind. They are seeds planted in the soil of God's faithfulness, and they will bear fruit in due season. You don't have to strive to make it happen. Just stay close to God. Keep your heart soft. Keep your faith alive. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Let Him lead you. Let Him heal you. Let Him fight for you. When the time is right, He will make it happen. And when He moves, it will be more than you asked, faster than you expected, and greater than you imagined. This is your season of divine reversal. This is your season of favor finding you in the valley. This is your season of going from overlooked to chosen, from broken to beautiful, from weary to restored. Don't limit God by what you see. Don't reduce your expectations to match your surroundings. Dream again. Believe again. Expect again. The wind is shifting. The Spirit is stirring. Change is in the air. And when the wind of the Spirit blows, nothing stays the same. Dead things come to life. Closed doors open. Mountains move. Chains break. Hearts are healed. New beginnings are birthed. The impossible becomes possible. This is the God you serve. This is His nature to redeem, restore, renew. And He is doing it for you. Let this be your declaration: I may be in the valley, but God is with me. I may feel broken, but I am not beyond repair. I may be waiting, but I am not forgotten. I believe in the God of the impossible. I trust in His timing. I stand on His promises. I welcome the winds of change. Let His glory be revealed in my life. Even now, the shift is happening. Even now, heaven is moving. Even now, the seeds of faith you planted in the dark are beginning to sprout. Soon, you'll see it. Soon, the promise will emerge from the soil. Soon, you'll look back and see how God was weaving everything together for your good. So rise up in faith. Shake off despair. Speak life over your situation. Praise your way through the valley. Worship like the victory is already yours. Because it is. The God of the mountaintop is also the God of the valley. And He hasn't brought you this far to leave you here. The winds of change are coming for you. Favor is locating you. The promise is about to bloom in your life. Let it be so. In Jesus' name, Amen. There is something sacred about waiting, something heaven honors. Though the world rushes and scrambles to find fulfillment on its own terms, you chose a different path. You chose to wait for God's best. You chose to trust Him with your heart, to surrender your desires to the one who knows you better than you know yourself. And now, in the stillness that often feels empty, God has been at work behind the veil. He has been preparing a gift that only He could give, a love story so pure, so divine, and so purposeful that when it unfolds, every moment of waiting will seem like a small price for something so eternal. You are standing on the edge of something holy. Heaven has not forgotten you. This week will not be like any other. Heaven is leaning in closer. The winds of change are blowing through your life, and God is moving in ways you cannot yet see but will soon witness. You are stepping into a divine appointment with favor, and the hand of God is orchestrating something so extraordinary that your heart will overflow with awe and gratitude. The very prayers you whispered in silence, the cries of your soul, the longings you've buried deep inside, God has heard every one, and this week, He is moving to respond. It will be a week of relentless grace and divine acceleration. Back-to-back answers will flow like a river that has been held up for too long, finally released with force and purpose. You will begin to see how nothing you've walked through has been wasted. Every tear, every waiting moment, every stretch of faith has prepared the soil of your heart for the harvest that is now arriving. God is bringing the unseen into sight, the hoped for into reality, and the delayed into manifestation. He is pouring out blessings that press down, shake together, and run over. You have endured the silence. You have walked through the valley. You have praised Him with no proof and trusted Him with no signs. And now, the God who sees in secret is about to reward you openly. Your life is becoming the evidence of His faithfulness. He is releasing moments so amazing that they will become permanent markers of His goodness. The kind of moments that will redefine your understanding of what it means to be blessed, to be chosen, and to be loved deeply by the Creator of all things. There is a stirring in the Spirit, a divine shift that even creation seems to acknowledge. Something new is breaking forth. Doors are opening that no one can shut, and God is setting you in places you only dreamed of. This week is not random. It is not routine. It is prophetic in nature. It is an unfolding of things you prayed for in previous seasons, things you may have forgotten, but God has not. He keeps perfect records, and not one word spoken in faith has fallen to the ground. Every whisper of trust you offered in the night is returning to you as a shout of victory. The God of suddenly is visiting your life. Suddenly, answers will come. Suddenly, healing will manifest. Suddenly, provision will arrive. Suddenly, peace will flood your soul. Suddenly, the clarity you've been longing for will be granted. The walls that stood tall in front of you are crumbling at the sound of your praise, and the heavens are responding with a mighty outpouring. What you thought would take years will be done in moments. What you assumed was out of reach is now falling into your hands because of God's mercy and favor. This is your week of unforgettable breakthroughs. Not just a single breakthrough, but waves of them. They will come like a flood, one after another, leaving no part of your life untouched. God is not only answering prayers, you are becoming the testimony. Where there was lack, abundance is now taking root. Where there was confusion, divine wisdom is being released. Where there was delay, there is now acceleration. God is speeding things up and collapsing time because His favor has gone before you. What has been hard will now become easy, not by might, not by power, but by His Spirit. God is moving in the details. He is fixing what you didn't even know was broken. He is aligning things behind the scenes. He is speaking to hearts on your behalf. Conversations are being had in rooms where your name is being spoken with favor. Opportunities are forming that will confirm everything He has ever promised. He is writing beauty into your story in places where ashes once existed. He is restoring double for every loss, joy for mourning, and strength for every weary place. This is not just a good week, it is a God-ordained, divinely scheduled encounter with answered prayer and overflowing blessing. You will find yourself in moments that feel too good to be true, but they are real because they come from a faithful God. He delights in surprising His children, in showing His power in ways that cannot be explained, only experienced. This week, keep your heart open. Stay expectant. Choose faith over fear and thanksgiving over complaint. Watch closely, because the fingerprints of God are all over what is about to happen. The very atmosphere around you is shifting. What once felt heavy is becoming light. What once felt stagnant is now filled with movement. The season of divine visitation is here. You are not walking into this week alone. The Lord your God goes before you. His angels have been dispatched to prepare the way. You will walk into rooms and feel the peace of God. You will hear good news on top of good news. You will laugh in places where you once wept. You will dance in spaces that once felt like deserts. God is turning things around so powerfully that your story will become proof that waiting on Him is never in vain. He is not just answering one prayer. He is releasing an avalanche of answers because He is a generous God, and He loves to pour out on those who trust Him. What was meant to harm you is being transformed to bless you. What the enemy tried to block is now being fast-tracked. The storms you endured are giving way to the calm of fulfillment. The God who commands the winds and the waves has spoken peace over your situation. Rest in that. Trust in that. Walk with boldness, knowing that heaven has marked your life for this moment. This week will be one you tell your children about. It will be a week you write about in your journal as the turning point. It will be the week where everything began to change. Even the things you forgot to pray about are being answered. The kindness of God is reaching into areas you didn't know needed healing. His love is mending broken places, and His wisdom is guiding your steps into opportunities that align with your purpose. This is more than favor, this is divine strategy. God is not just giving you gifts, He is giving you vision. He is not only blessing your present, He is securing your future. He is drawing out the treasure in you, lifting you into rooms where your voice will carry authority and where your presence will reflect His glory. God is giving you back your confidence not in yourself, but in Him. He is reminding you who you are, chosen, called, and covered. You are not a mistake. You are not behind. You are exactly where He wants you, and now He is taking you higher. His timing is perfect. His plans are flawless. Every delay was divine preparation. Every no was protection. Every closed door redirected you to something far better. And now, that better is being revealed. This is the manifestation of Romans 8:28 in your life, God working all things together for your good because you love Him and are called according to His purpose. There will be moments this week where all you can do is weep in gratitude. Not because of sorrow, but because of how overwhelmed you are by His faithfulness. Things you thought were lost will be restored. People you prayed for will return changed. Battles you fought silently will be won openly. Even as you rest, God is working. Even when you feel unworthy, His grace qualifies you. He is not blessing you because you earned it. He is blessing you because He delights in showing you His goodness. He longs to see you smile again. To see you walking in joy. To see you flourish. Your story is about to shift from struggle to strength, from hoping to holding, from waiting to witnessing. And all of it will be to the glory of God. People will ask what changed, and you will only be able to say, God did it. Because no man will get the credit. No system will get the glory. Only God. He has written this chapter with His own hand. He has decided that this is your time. And nothing can stop what He has set in motion. So prepare your heart. Live this week with eyes wide open. Speak faith into your atmosphere. Align your actions with expectation. This is a divine setup. Everything you need will be provided. Every step you take will be ordered. Every hour will bring you closer to a moment that only God could create. Stay in worship. Stay in surrender. Stay in peace. Because God is faithful to finish what He started, and this week, He is showing you just how true that is. Let this be your anthem, God, I trust you. I receive all that you have for me. I believe this is my week of back-to-back answers, and I give you all the glory for what you are about to do. Stand in that. Rejoice in that. Because this week is unforgettable not because of what you did, but because of who God is. He is showing up, and everything is about to change. Hand it over to me, a divine invitation to peace and victory. There comes a moment in every soul's journey where God whispers directly into the weary heart, that worry you're carrying, hand it over to me. It's not a suggestion made out of frustration or indifference, it's a call made out of divine compassion. A gentle reminder that you were not created to live in turmoil, bound by anxious thoughts, weighed down by the uncertainties of tomorrow. You were created in His image, designed with divine intention, and destined for victory. And today, God is saying, let me carry what you were never meant to bear. You see, the weight that has been pressing on your heart, the stress, the pressure, the quiet tears that fall when no one else is watching, God sees it all. He knows your internal dialogue, the racing thoughts, the doubts that whisper lies in the silence. He is aware of every burden you've picked up along the way, some willingly and others unknowingly. And yet, His invitation remains the same, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. God didn't create you to live anxious. That feeling of tension, that nagging fear that something might go wrong, that constant what-if loop playing in your mind. It's not from him. It's the voice of the enemy, trying to rob you of the peace Jesus already secured on the cross. Jesus died not only for your salvation but also for your peace. The chastisement that brought us peace was upon him. Isaiah 53:5. Peace is your inheritance. Victory is your birthright. But to walk in it, you must let go of the very things you're trying so hard to control. God says, "You are my masterpiece." Not a mess up, not a second thought, not a last-minute design, but a masterpiece. His workmanship, crafted with precision and love, filled with divine purpose. When he looks at you, he doesn't see a defeated soul trying to hold it all together. He sees someone he is equipped with strength, filled with potential, radiant with promise. He sees the real you, the victorious you, even if you don't see it yet. And so he calls you higher. Higher than your fears. Higher than your limitations. Higher than the story your past tries to tell you. He is inviting you to step into the truth of your identity, strong, courageous, favored. Not because of your perfection, but because of his promise. He who began a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. Philippians 1:6. God is not only aware of your struggle, he is also writing your victory. That's why he wants you to stop defining your future based on your current storm. The storm is temporary, but your purpose is eternal. The anxiety is passing, but his word is permanent. Every time you choose to trust instead of worry, to worship instead of complain, to rest instead of strive, you are aligning your spirit with heaven. You are declaring, "God, I trust you more than my feelings." That, right there, is the beginning of breakthrough. Faith is not the absence of fear, it's the courage to move forward in spite of it. Every time you choose faith over fear, you take a step closer to the manifestation of God's promises. You activate angels. You stir the atmosphere. You align your life with God's favor. And God's favor, it's not just some abstract, spiritual idea. It's real. It shows up in open doors no one can shut. It shows up in divine connections, unexpected blessings, and supernatural strength when you thought you couldn't go on another day. The kind of favor that causes people to wonder how you're still standing, how you're still smiling, how you're still believing when you should have given up long ago. But you didn't. You held on. Even when you felt like letting go. Even when your heart broke and your prayers seemed unanswered, you kept showing up. And God saw that. Heaven noticed. Your endurance has not been in vain. God is preparing something so beautiful, so tailor-made for you, that when it comes, you'll understand why the wait was necessary, why the battle was intense, and why surrendering that worry was the wisest decision you could make. Today isn't just another day, it's a divine setup. This isn't coincidence, it's providence. The timing is not random, it's intentional. You woke up this morning because God still has something for you to do, something for you to see, something for you to experience. He is going to show up in unexpected places. You might be looking in one direction, but his blessing might come from another. Don't box in the Creator. His ways are higher, his thoughts beyond comprehension. Isaiah 55:8-9. There is favor coming to your life that has nothing to do with what you've done and everything to do with who he is. You didn't earn it. You just have to receive it. It's his grace. It's his nature to bless his children. Not because they're perfect, but because they're his. You are his. You are seen. You are loved. You are chosen. But here's the key: faith is not passive. It's not just wishing things would get better. Faith is active trust. It's handing God the thing you've been trying to fix on your own and saying, Lord, I can't do this without you. I choose to rest in you. It's declaring His promises even when your circumstances contradict them. It's praising Him in the hallway before the door opens. It's no longer allowing anxiety to write your story. It's letting the author of peace take the pen back. Yes, there may be unknowns. Yes, there may be delays. But nothing is wasted in God's hands. Even the seasons of waiting are preparing you. Every tear you've cried has watered the soil of your destiny. Every prayer you've whispered has been collected in heaven's bowls. Revelation 5:8. Nothing is unseen. Nothing is ignored. God is moving behind the scenes, even now. He is orchestrating divine appointments, aligning resources, touching hearts, preparing answers. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean He is not working. The unseen is often more powerful than what is visible. Trust the process. Trust His plan. Trust His timing. This is the season where worry must die, and worship must rise. This is the season where panic gives way to peace, fear bows to faith, and confusion is replaced with clarity. The kind of clarity that comes from being anchored in the one who never changes, even when everything else does. The kind of clarity that allows you to walk into a room not because of who you are, but because of whose you are. And you, child of God, belong to the King of Kings. The Most High God has called you by name. He knows the very number of hairs on your head. He keeps your tears in a bottle. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. So today, make a divine exchange. Trade your anxiety for His assurance. Trade your fear for His faithfulness. Trade your questions for His promises. Hand it over. All of it. The worry about your future, the stress about your finances, the concern for your family, the restlessness in your heart, release it into His care. He is capable. He is trustworthy. He is good. Start seeing yourself the way He sees you. Not a prisoner of fear, but a person of faith. Not a victim, but a victor. Not someone barely surviving, but someone deeply favored, highly equipped, and spiritually empowered. There is greatness inside of you, not because you feel it, but because He placed it there. The enemy has tried to steal your peace for too long. But no more. Today marks a shift. A turning point. A holy reset. You're stepping into the reality of who you are in Christ, bold, blessed, and backed by heaven. You're not alone. You're not powerless. The Spirit of God lives within you, and greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. 1 John 4:4. Let this be your declaration: I refuse to worry. I choose to trust. I surrender my heart to the one who holds the universe and still knows my name. Even now, heaven is rejoicing over your yes. Angels are on assignment. Miracles are in motion. And your breakthrough, it's not just a dream. It's a divine promise on the edge of manifestation. So take a deep breath. Exhale the fear. Inhale His peace. Let today be the day you stop carrying what was never yours to bear. Let today be the day you start walking in the truth. You are God's masterpiece, equipped for victory, and surrounded by divine favor. You don't have to wait until everything is perfect.